This is the Henry's Child Podcast. Am I crazy? Or am I just raving?
Hey guys, Tom here. I wanted to take this podcast as an opportunity to answer a few questions and to specifically talk about the show that is occurring tonight. The show happening tonight is actually a benefit for Jason Rowe. There are 10 bands that are going to be playing, and it starts at 6 o'clock. More importantly, it's at a club called Merlin's in Lebanon. And Lebanon is just a few miles east of I-5, and it's before you get to Salem if you're coming up from Eugene. It should be a pretty easy trek for you. The club is located at 45 West Sherman Street in Lebanon, and like I said, the show starts at 6 o'clock. There are 10 bands that are slated to be playing, and we're going to be playing at 10:15. That's actually our slot. Before us is Jollymon at 9:15, and Hiding Jekyll before them at 8:15. I believe Sweater for an Astronaut is playing as well, and there's a handful of other bands that are performing. So if you're in one of those bands and I forgot your name, I'm totally sorry. The first question that came up was the cost of the show, and I reached out to Dave Wilson, who is promoting the show and putting it together, and it sounds like it's really just a tip jar. Really, when you show up, you just kind of pay what you think it's going to be worth. So there's no pre-sale tickets. There's no guaranteed seating as well. And I don't know what this club holds, but I looked it up online, and it doesn't look too big. I mean, it looks like a pretty decent size, but it doesn't look like it's going to be kind of wow hall size. So you may want to consider coming up a little early. I did notice that Merlin's had a menu, so there will be food there. It's kind of typical bar food to fill your belly. But yeah, if you get there early, try to secure a booth or a table, and reach out to us, have us come over and have a drink with you. I think that'd be really, really fun. The next question was, are we going to have new merch? And the response is sort of. We're actually getting XLs and double XLs printed with a claw guy on the t-shirt. So if you want a bigger t-shirt, we're going to have those at the show. We also have the shot glasses, we have the stickers, we have the buttons, and really for this show and probably the Wow Hall show coming up in April, we're going to do a shot glass and a shirt for $20. So you might want to come prepared for that. The next question we received is, are we going to be playing any songs off the new record? And the answer is yes. We're going to be playing 2 songs, one called Tell Me True and one called Stars in Your Eyes. And in addition to these new songs that we're playing, we're going to have 2 new people with us. So this is going to be Toby Lugo's first show as our drummer, and he has come on permanently with us for not only the recording of the album, but also the live shows that we have planned out. Also joining us is longtime friend and the producer of our new record, Jarrett Holley. Additionally, there are several songs on the new record that have 2 guitars on them. It's been really a fun and just an awesome experience, not only working with him, which we know already. I mean, he's really part of the family already, but hearing some of these old songs have 2 guitars on them is just huge. I mean, wait until you hear Human Being and Failure and Pinball and Headlights with these 2 giant guitars. So imagine Rich doubled. It's like amazing. It's very, very cool. So we're really excited. This is Toby's first show and Jarrett's first show. We just really look forward to getting this out there. So by the same token comes question number 3, which is, how many songs are going to be played from Mumbles and Screams? And I can't tell you the exact number of songs. We have practiced a little bit over the allotted time that we have. And I can tell you that the bulk of the older songs are going to be from Mumbles and Screams. This leads me to my 4th and final question that I'm going to address today, which is, when is the new record coming out? And the truth of the matter is, we don't know. It's very close to being completed, and we like to update Facebook as much as we can, but we don't have a hard date behind it. And this is kind of the cost payoff of really doing it yourself. I mean, if we had a label and we had a bunch of money behind it, then I could probably give you an accurate date. But I will tell you this, we are probably 85% done with the actual recording. So as of last weekend, Andrew started vocals. Andrew's going to sing on 13 songs. We don't know how many are going to be released yet, but 13 kind of seems to be what we have landed on as far as what we've recorded. And you know, you don't really know until the performances are out there which ones belong on the record and which ones don't. Chances are all of them will be there. You know, this is our first record since 1997. So it's been 21 years with this incarnation of writing and getting ideas out. And of course, you heard on episodes 8, 9, and 10 about the bands between the bands. So none of us really stopped playing. We've always had this urge and this passion to get out there and perform and to write music as freely and as much as we possibly can. The reality is we will probably be having a record be released probably between late April and early May. And that's about the best that I can give you right now. As soon as we get any hard dates, I will definitely let you know. Through this podcast, through Facebook, now through Instagram. Also, again, I should mention, if you haven't started following us on Instagram, you really should. There's going to be some really great curated content that I'm going to be releasing over the next couple weeks on there. Now, all this said, I have a question for you. Would you be interested in having the new Henry's Child record be pressed onto vinyl or be made into a physical record? There are some limitations in the sense that there's only a certain amount of songs that can go on each side of a record. There is also cost being a huge factor. The albums, if we were to get them pressed, would be very expensive. They would be upwards of $25 to $30 a piece. But they're also really cool. There's an element to having the vinyl in your hand and looking at the really awesome artwork that's on it that is just only available in that context. It really truly is a magical thing. And if you're like me and you grew up with records, the impact would just be that much greater. So reach out to us. Reach out to us over Facebook and write us through the website and let us know, would you be interested in purchasing the next Henry's Child record on vinyl? And if we get enough people that are interested, we will consider pressing it on vinyl. It's a very, very exciting time. Thanks so much for hanging with me in this quick update, and we really look forward to seeing you at the show. I'm still at work right now, so I need a truck and get on the road from Portland, and I will see you at the show tonight in Lebanon at Merlin's, 45 West Sherman Avenue in Lebanon. Thanks again. Talk to you soon.